Welcome to So You Want to Be a Geek, the podcast where we dive into the vibrant and ever-evolving world of geek culture. Whether you're a seasoned fan or just curious about what makes being a geek so special, join us as we explore everything from comics to movies, gaming, tech, sports, and everything in between. Each episode will bring you insights, interviews, and the latest news to fuel your passion and expand your horizons. So grab your favorite fandom and let's embark on this geeky adventure together. I'm Michael Canetti, and this is So You Want to Be a Geek.
Greetings, geeks. We are live at the Hot Flips Comic Expo here in Babylon, New York, at the American Legion Hall. So, yeah, we're here. We're here live. I am excited. I'm giving out some So You Want to Be a Geek stickers as well as Wizard stickers. And the Hot Flips crew, it's two brothers that run it, have been doing this for 30 years or so. They loved our live stream so much the last time, they invited me back to do another live stream. And we're here on August 3rd, and they've got some pretty awesome guests and comics and all things geeky. I'm sitting next to a booth that's loaded with Hot Wheels, like really cool like Matchbox cars and stuff like that from my childhood, which I think is so awesome. I'm doing this as a simulcast. I am live streaming through Wizards while I'm also using my Osmo Pocket 3 to record as a podcast episode that I can upload and post later. But enough about me. We've got all kinds of cool stuff going on. And let's see. So I can show you some of the stuff we've got hanging out here. So, just right across the way, we've got a ton of CGC books over there, some graded stuff. We've got, original artists and writers. We've got all kinds of cool stuff, kind of just all over the place. It always starts out quiet, and then all of a sudden, at some point, it gets mobbed in here. And it's really cool. Like, it's a fun event, and they were only going to do this, like, once a year, and now, because of the popularity of the con, they do this now every couple of months because people demand it. They want to do more of these live events. And so I told Adam yesterday, I'm like, I'll be going live on the podcast here. And he was like, oh, fantastic. And so I'm waiting for Adam to pop on. It's a little bit early in Montana time right now, but we shall see. I'm also here. I got to shout out my favorite coffee shop, my North Babylon Bean. Hook me up with my crumb cake cold brew with oat milk because I'm bougie like that. But yeah, we're gonna walk around a little bit around this con and check some things out, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get some stuff. I don't know. See how much I can justify doing. So. It's always tricky doing this with two devices, so I've got, one and two at the same time. So let's see what I can make this work. Flip one camera around, flip the other camera around. Funny enough, I accidentally butt dialed Pete as I was about to go live. He's like, was it accidental or was it on purpose? And I'm like, I don't know, it might have been both. Listen, Sammy, don't worry about what I'm going to do with comic books. It's dangerous. It's bad news. Me with comic books, collectibles, and film equipment, it's trouble. And so, Pete, you just missed it. I just shouted you out that I butt dialed you by accident. So funny. Alright, listen, this is not as cool as Mike being at San Diego Comic-Con, but on the same token, they invited me here, so I like to come and check things out. So, right here we got some really cool comics going on. Let's see, what else we got going on? So these are actually made on tiles, right? These are hand painted on tiles?
These are all hand painted on little canvases.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
They're wired and they're ready to hang, and they're super light, so command hooks, no nail in your wall.
Very cool. So we're live streaming right now.
Cool.
Can you tell us a little bit about your stuff here? What do you?
My name is Pete. I am one half of the Long Island art studio Fat Guy Inc. You've seen us all over the place. The other half isn't here, but I'm the pretty half, so it works out better. I've been drawing and painting and into comic books and anime and manga my whole life.
Awesome.
I always did art shows and other things like that, but about almost 14 years ago we started doing Comic-Cons.
Nice.
Here we are, and then we bumped into, along the way we had met the guys at Hoflitz and Charles, and they're the best in the world.
They are the best.
When he said, hey, we're having a show, we'd love you to be a part of it, I couldn't say yes fast enough.
I know.
I just couldn't. He's the best.
I did a live stream with them maybe the last time we were here in Babylon, and it got such well received. They were like, please come back and do it again. I was like, absolutely.
Absolutely the best. So, having a great time. I got paintings, I got sketch cards, and some other stuff that I made myself. Those are handmade too.
Nice.
So those are my prints, and these are the sketch cards. So that's the sketch. So we got a Sylveon Pokemon there, but I made the card myself.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So it's one of one. This is the only one of this that's anywhere. So, all of these are one of one.
Wow.
These are a little bigger because I made a mistake when I printed them. But I'm like, I'm not wasting it. There we go.
That's
and this
awesome.
is my water bottle, that's mine. And then I have a lot of original drawings in here.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And my big feet. Sorry about that live. See, live TV, anything can happen.
Yep.
So you have some comic book stuff, and some original stuff, some more original stuff, some anime stuff, some more original stuff. I'm trying to make sure I don't get these guys. More original stuff.
Very cool. So, mind if I ask you a few questions? So
I don't mind whatsoever.
So
I may have a frosty beverage while.
That's fine.
Go for it. Do you think? No, you're fine.
So
neighbors, we're good.
I'm a college professor, and I have a lot of students that are illustrators, artists, and whatnot. What kind of advice do you have for them when they want to pursue their passion like this, and and create art?
Number one, do it. Don't just do it. Even if at 3 a.m. you wake up and something's in your head, whether you're a technical architect or an abstract painter, it doesn't matter, and everything in between, do it. The other thing is, don't worry. Like, okay, I'm selling stuff now and stuff like that, but it's not that I don't care. Obviously, I want to sell stuff, but it's not my thing.
Right.
I made this stuff. This stuff left my house because it's the stuff I like. I paint, I draw for myself, and then I try to. That attitude will keep you sane. You'll be, okay, this is mine. I like this. I like this. Done.
How are you? Good to see you.
Live TV, folks.
Yep.
But whatchamacallit? Make yourself happy first, and then the rest is easy. Because if you're happy, you're gonna be able to sell it.
Exactly.
And then if you don't want to sell it, if you end up keeping 1 million paintings or 1 million drawings at your house, cool. Keep 1 million paintings and drawings at your house. It's just make stuff.
Right.
Make stuff, make work. But if you want one technical thing, because I know you said students, you want one technical thing. It's a quote from David Bowie. I can't remember it exactly, but it's if you're making stuff, but if you feel comfortable, you're going to make stuff that's not good.
Right.
You have to be a little uncomfortable. You have to be, have to go outside your comfort zone, even if it's a little bit at first. Feel a little like, I don't know what I'm doing, because that's when the best stuff happens.
Right.
And when you say something, and this is me being a Jackson Pollock fan, you're not making a mistake. Mm-hmm. You're making something that you're learning from, or you can use it. Because again, Jackson Pollock. So.
Yeah, that's true. Very cool. That's good advice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So, one more time, let's shout out what you got. Where can they find you?
I'm very easy. My name is Pete. You can find me at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, mostly Twitch and Instagram at Pete11717, PEAT11717. Every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, I live stream on Twitch. Come down, you can see me drawing like I'm working on Fantastic Four sketch cover. I'll probably be working on more sketch cards tomorrow night. And New York Comic Con stuff, because New York Comic Con is looming. So I'll be doing a lot of New York Comic Con. I have 300 of these guys to finish.
Wow.
Plus a whole bunch I'm making some new drawings and some new stuff, getting ready for New York Comic Con.
Very cool. Awesome. Thanks so much for
chatting.
Thank you so much. Good meeting you.
Thank you.
That was cool, guys. That was very cool. See, I like people to share knowledge and stuff. Oh goodness, look at some of this stuff over here. How are you? So, good thanks. So I'm live streaming for the guys here at Hot Flips, and I want to just know, tell me a little about your business and what you guys are selling there.
My name is John. I work with SYWTBAG NYC. We're a cleaning and pressing company. That's our main business. We do service facilitation. We do something for Blue Label. We do provide services for trading cards. Unfortunately, we do not press those, but
Pretty tough to press.
yeah, we do clean them and get them flat and nice.
Very cool.
So that's basically what we do. We do buy, sell, trade, and resell, and all that stuff like that. So we have a little boutique located in Middle Village on 69th Road, 74-10 69th Road. And what we do is we have a little boutique, and when people come in, they can shop, browse around. We got tons of new books and back stock.
So I have a handful of CGC stuff, and I've got a ton of books. You know, what is some of the process of pressing and cleaning the books in order to get them graded and whatnot?
As far as what do you mean?
Like, how, you know, I know people that do try to press their books and stuff like that and get them nice and pristine to get them graded. Like, what is the process that they go through for a comic book to do that?
You mean like step-by-step process?
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, just an abridged version.
Okay, so first you have to assess the book.
Right.
You have to see what needs to be done to it, where the cleaning needs to be applied, if you're going to do the whole entire book or you're just going to spot clean. Depends, it varies from book to book. Then the other things you need to look for is like spine rolls, stacking creases, whatever other creases or nail dings or whatever is wrong with the book.
Right.
Boxing, tanning, all that stuff. Then you determine what services you're going to apply to the book.
Okay.
And then once those services are applied after the cleaning, move to the pressing. Then you proceed from pressing to vacuum boarding, packaging up, double boxing,
Yeah, shipping it to CGC, yeah.
yeah, making sure it arrives there safe and sound. And then, you know, it takes them however long it takes them. Sometimes it's quick.
Sometimes it's months.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
I mean, like I had a customer who had a book there for like a year. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's all on them.
It's
man.
weird. Like, you know, sometimes I get it back in 3 weeks. Sometimes it's like 3 months later. Oh, look, it's coming in the mail now. It's so bizarre, but
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but hey, it is what it is.
it could be, you know, supply and demand, the time period, and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. But you got some really nice books here, man. I mean, a buddy of mine is a big, you know, Amazing Spider-Man collector. He's got, you know, almost the whole run. So, and he's watching the live stream right now. So he's like, tell me, go buy that one.
One more back in the warehouse. Like,
Okay.
I think we bought a collection, if I remember correctly, and it was just like runs of ASF.
Really?
Tons.
Wow. That's cool.
So I mean, we do have quite a lot of the ASF.
They're awesome.
Yes, typically Silver Age, got some newer stuff. Yeah, I mean, all prices are typically negotiable. So if anybody wants to throw out a number and be like, hey, we'll take this or that, I'm sure we'd be happy to negotiate.
Very cool. And where can they find you again?
74-10, 69th Road, Middle Village, Queens. Ring the bottom buzzer, even though we're on the second floor.
Good to know. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I'll stop right here.
He does have a good name. Yes, it's a good company name. I like it. There's their stuff. This is very cool. So we're here.
Exciting.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
So I'm live streaming for the guys here for the Expo, and I want to just you know, give everybody. So you got some beautiful art here and stuff like
I
that.
gotta go to the car. I left my thing. My nicotine's out.
My co-host for my podcast is a huge Dick Tracy fan. That's pretty cool. That's really neat.
It's a cover I did for Mad Cave. It's a variant cover.
Very cool.
And I also did a Flash Gordon variant cover.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Very cool. These are awesome. Very, very cool stuff. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. I love it. Thank you so much. Very cool. Anyone need any PlayStation 2 games? Or Nintendo games?
If we could take dresses, put it in postage, like bring them to price tag, we'd be all set. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Probably not. So I don't know what we're making.
Trying to wave to everybody joining the chat here. We're trying to...
Makeup's is fine.
Yeah, you want some brighter, politics, right?
We're live streaming the event, so just filming some of the... You're good, you're
I'm in protective custody, so I can't be on there.
Okay, good to know. I'm sharing with the FBI, don't worry. Wow, we got some really nice stuff here. Look at this roll of stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Got tons of graded stuff here. Wow. Avengers number 2. Oh, one of my favorites right there. 2 of them back to back. Look at that. 2 of my absolute favorites. Any Star Wars fans? I think I still have that. Might be in my cases. I definitely had that at one point. Got lots of cool stuff. I'm trying to wave as much as I can to people when I see it pop up. But I don't miss you. Wow, these are cool. Jay's Oh no, chess pieces. I think I had. Oh, that Joker. Oh. So, do I have a Damien? I don't know if I have Damien like that. So, for those who don't know, I was a big collector of the Eagle Moss chess pieces, and now that the company doesn't exist anymore, I think I have all of them, all the heroes and not villains, though. But, how are you? So I'm live streaming for the guys here. So cool, definitely. Just trying to, promote everybody's business here and promote the event and stuff like that. So. All these Silver Age books and stuff. So cool. So cool. So I'm live streaming for the event. I wanted to hear about like your business, what you got, where you're, any cool stuff, where you're located, and so on and so forth.
It's not so much a business. I'm right now in my basement.
There you go.
40 years of comic collecting right here.
Look at that. See, but that's what's cool with this particular con is like people can come here and just get a table and sell their stuff, which is cool. I love that. And you got some really cool, like just the wall books here are awesome. I mean, like holy cow, some of them are amazing. Like that, that Daredevil is so cool, and just so many of them are so nice. Wow. So 40 years of comics. So I'm 43, which is funny. So what got you your start? Like what started you buying comics?
I've been allowed them as a kid. And my mom never throws them all out. And my uncle was a bad influence. He gave me a bunch of books in the 40s.
Okay. Oh wow.
No Batman.
Yeah.
Stuff nobody ever heard of. But it got me back to reading them again. And then
I just started. I went to that's just also when direct comic books started opening up, like
Yes,
stores opened
little
up.
shops, yeah.
So I walked into a shop and they had stuff my uncle gave me. I looked at that, talked to the guy, and then I started buying my old books. You know, the stuff that I used to read. And here I am.
I've been there. So. I'm one of the hosts of remember Wizard Magazine from the 90s?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So my co-host and I go through every issue of Wizard Magazine and talk about the 90s comics and the history and all that kind of stuff. We go issue by issue, and you know, there's such a nostalgia to it. People want that era of comics where it was so, you know, fun and different and unique and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool that like there's just, you know, people still love these old books, and even, you know, it's just amazing. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed at Wizard though.
That's okay.
Because they started the whole making the money run.
Yes.
You know,
varying covers and, you know, that whole era.
Covers, right? And then tracking the hot book of the week,
Yes.
the hot book of the month. And that's not why I was in it, you know.
Right. No, me too.
And what I like talking about the characters, like the artists, or you know, just looking at the covers. You know, like half the books I didn't read them so much as just bought the covers and looked at them. You know.
Me too. I still do that. I still do it to this day. Like, just buy it for the art, just the, you know, the beauty of the comic and all that kind of stuff. I'm really that Avengers book right there. That is right. That one, yeah. Wow, look at that. I have never seen this before. That is very cool. Wow, I like that a lot.
Going on.
There's a lot going on, but that's pretty amazing. Wow. Very, very cool. And it's funny, like, because of like the MCU, like a character like Werewolf by Night is now a thing that nobody even thought about, you know, 5 years ago, and it's all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I had a box of them. I was going to sell like for $10, the whole box, like 30 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And
now they're popular because it was they brought the character back, which is so cool. It's so interesting. Well, good luck. Thank you so much for chatting and everything. This is a really cool collection. Very, very cool stuff. Thank you so much. So long.
Appreciate you. Appreciate it.
Oh, I love this book. If this book is in there, I might be in trouble to buy that one. That's a heck of a book. Oh boy. Some of these awesome books here. But that's what's cool about this particular con is that people basically have the ability to sell their own stuff, right? Like, I have boxes and boxes of comics, and if I really wanted to unload some of them, which I probably should, my wife would be very happy about that, I could come down here, get a table, and unload some stuff. You know, I don't have anything, you know, half as cool as some of these old books, but, you know, it's still kind of interesting, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy's always got one hell of a wall.
Paul, sit here real fast.
There's also,
I gotta go see something.
this is a big thing right here, is sports cards. Sports cards are a big, big thing now. And I've been trying to get a sports card
Ask Charles at the front, maybe get change.
episode on my podcast to talk about this stuff because it's big business and it's very interesting. Come back when they're not busy. So, if those of you who know on our Patreon, I just got that book. I didn't pay that much. Peter. So we're live here in Babylon at the Hot Flips Comic Expo. Checking out all this stuff, live streaming. Looking at all these cool wall books and CGC books and Howard the Duck.
We all know
It's wild. Very, very cool stuff. It's not bad. It's not bad. See, like, here we go. Sorry about that. Poor connection all of a sudden. Simpsons book. I remember that book. Holy cow. We covered Simpsons comics in Wizard way, way long ago. A while back. I forget exactly when, but it was a while ago. This is a book that I've been dying to get for a long, long time. This ASM 62. That is a book that I have wanted for a long, long time. Such a cool book. Wow. Very cool stuff. Looking for a graded Todd McFarlane. Oh, yes. So you're looking at that graded Todd McFarlane right there. So it's a 9.6, $435 for a 9.6. I think it's a first print. And Pete could probably correct me on that one. Yes. So this is a book that I was trying to show. Adam is a huge Spider-Man 2099 fan, and I would love to get him a 9.8 of that book, but he doesn't like CGC books. He likes to feel them and hold them, which is funny. So it's like, all right, well, you won't get it, Adam. Too bad. Too bad. Look at this one right here. Signed newsstand edition. That's a great book. Oh, goodness gracious. See, as a comic fan, I am always in trouble because I want to spend money on these things, but on the other hand, I'm married. So, if you like dollar books, we got tons here. Tons and tons. Just walking around. So this is another really cool thing they do here. They do a raffle where they, people can, and they give it all to charity or to the American Legion Hall here, and it's just a way to help raise money and raise awareness and do some really nice stuff. And people with different booths here give those things to be raffled off for donation for charity. It's really cool. This side a little crowded at the moment. Oh, Marvel Legends action figures. I love me some Marvel Legends. I really do. The Hulkster. The Hulkster, R.I.P. Hogan. Anybody like Barbie? For you hockey fans out there. One of the things that I really enjoy about these smaller comic convention events is the ability to talk to people, and move around the space. And an event like this, as opposed to some of the bigger cons in the tri-state area, it's not about the artists, it's not about the retailers here, it's about money. And this is not that kind of event. This is about the fandom, the love of comics, and being a creator, and being an artist, and being a fan. You don't have giant, corporations that kind of muddy it up and make it less fun, And I really enjoy the idea of kind of communicating with people and networking and chatting with them and trying to see about their love of comics. Like the guy over there I just spoke to, who been collecting for 40 years, and he's trying to sell his collection, just whatever people want, you know, and that's kind of cool. And I'm like really considering getting that Avengers book, the unique cover that I've never seen before. Probably a low grade, probably is. I don't really care, you know, it's cool, and it's something interesting. I like the networking aspect of this, just meeting people, and you know, these folks come here every couple of months and they communicate with each other and they share ideas. And, oh, you're going to this event, you're going to that event. I think that's really neat. And there's some really cool stuff here. And a lot of these vendors are really just, you know, guys that are selling their collections, you know. That's cool. How many of us have, you know, 30 boxes of comics that are just sitting in our basement that nobody's reading, you know? Like, I saved all of my comics for the last 35 plus years, 35, 40 years, but I don't think my kids are going to read them. I'm not going to go back and reread most of them, if ever any of them, you know? So I wonder, it's like, is it worth it to, like, get a booth one Sunday and just sell off a couple boxes of comics just for fun, you know, like, why not? You know, make a little bit of money back, and you know, the old saying of like one man's trash, another man's treasure, so to speak. So that's kind of cool. I really enjoy this sort of con where it's very casual. Look, it's $5 to get into this con. $5. You can't buy a cup of coffee. My coffee costs more than coming into this event. What does that say about me, though? Like, come on. But you know, that's really cool, and it's a cool event here. This Hot Flip show here in Babylon, New York, at the American Legion Hall. I've been coming to this American Legion Hall my entire life, whether it's for like, you know, Lions Club and pancake breakfasts, or you know, people had Sweet 16s here and parties and all. And we've opened it up to comic fans, and comic fans can, you know, sell their merch and sell their stuff and make cool content, which is awesome. And I dig that. I really, really do. It's super fun. It's super cool. It's a unique experience. I'm really going to try to network with those trading card guys, because I want to get them on So You Want to Be a Geek, talk about trading cards, because that's a thing that I was huge in high school. Like, I loved collecting baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards and hockey cards. And then I just stopped at some point. But people are still so into that I'm very curious to see why the passion for trading cards is still so big, right? It's still a thing that people absolutely love doing. We've got like a bulletproof case with, I think, trading cards in it, maybe trying to see what they're worth, and maybe auction them. I don't know. It's very interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff here that I really like, you know. You know, one of the things is being like a collector and, you know, someone that loves the art of, you know, the hunt, right? Or the thrill of the hunt to find a comic or a baseball card or a Funko Pop or whatever. It's that drive to like make cool, like make your collection cool. So, you know. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to give out stickers to the people that I've chatted to, and, you know, as a thank you for just, you know, hanging out with me and talking to me, because they're nice people, and you know, this helps us too. A silly little sticker goes a long way, you'd be surprised. I gotta talk to Adam about making us some wizard hats too, you know. I think we should have some wizard hats. That'd be cool. If I got us wizard hats, would you guys be interested in those? Would you guys interested, you know? We also have a TeePublic store. We sell all of our shirts and other merch and stuff like that. But yeah, no, this is a cool con. It's actually a smaller turnout than the last one, which I think was back in April. We had a much bigger showing of tables, but it's still pretty packed, and they've got a lot of books and a lot of stuff. You see a lot of regulars here too, which is kind of cool. Any questions? Anybody in the live stream here? So yeah, we're here in Babylon at the Hot Phillips live show at the American Legion Hall, and we've got tons and tons of great booths here. People are selling a ton of cool books and stuff. They're selling their collections. Got all kinds of different things going on. So, fun fact, I have applied to get a press pass for New York Comic Con. I got it not last year, but the year before. They rejected us last year. They rejected us again this year. You know what? With that case, I don't want to go to New York Comic Con if they don't want us there, which is, it's sort of weird. You're welcome. You're welcome, Chris. But this stuff is, I love doing this stuff. I love doing these little live things. They're a lot of fun. It's silly, but it's fun, And what do we think about this? What's our thoughts on that Hulk book right there? What do we think that thing's going for? 1,000? 600? I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. It's over there. I'm gonna go over and look.
Live show on your wall while that. I see that. That's it's dangerous. I would just say 35. Then I had 2 daughters. They're like not into comics. I had 2 sons. I'll take your money. I'll get the money. And my youngest wanted to read everything. And I said, no, you can't. I'm thinking about that book.
I will. I just realized that I walked away from the thing, and this isn't mic'd up, so you probably couldn't hear that whole conversation. But that guy's entire stuff is all his personal collection, and he is selling it because he wants to buy more. Right? He's selling off comics so that he can grow his collection in a different way, or evolve his collection, which is kind of cool. And that's a lot of what this is. It's like, my kids don't want it, so what am I going to do with it? It's collecting dust, But this is some really cool stuff. I'm really enjoying being here. I can only stay a little bit of time today. I probably have to leave soon, but I did a good, 35, 40-minute live stream here, which is pretty awesome. I hope Adam enjoyed it. He shouted us out quite a few times, so, we're live here. And, yeah. All right, folks, I think I'm going to sign off now. So, as always, for those of you who are Wizard the Podcast Guide to Comics fans, bye for now.
Hey geeks, if you know me, you know that I love hats. And I have been, since we started this podcast, researching a company to produce hats for the podcast that I really, really want to promote and endorse. And I found an amazing company based in Arizona called Branded Bills. And they made this awesome hat right here with a leather patch, which is so perfect. It's got this like, raised print. It's really, really cool. They have snapbacks, they've got trucker hats, they've got fitted hats, they've got all kinds of style, and they really cater to me. My sales reps were so nice and so helpful. They answered a million questions and they made these beautiful hats. I can't wait to order more. I absolutely love them. The quality of the material is impeccable. I can't believe it. I just wanted to take a moment to shout out Branded Bills. They are an amazing company. You should really check them out, especially if you have a podcast or a business or something where you want to give merch to people and promote your business. Branded Bills, man, this is the way to go. They have a great company. I strongly recommend them. Thank you again, Branded Bills. You guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning into this episode of So You Want to Be a Geek. We'd like to thank the Geekster Media Network. I'm Michael Canetti. I'm your host, producer, and editor. We hope you enjoyed the journey into geekdom as much as we did. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at SYWTBAG for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and more geeky goodness. Have a topic you'd like us to discuss or a guest you'd like to hear from? Let us know. So you want to be a geek at gmail.com and stay up to date and join the conversation. Until next time, keep embracing that inner geek and remember, the adventure never ends. This episode of So You Want to Be a Geek is brought to you by Comics Capsules. These are a great product for protecting your comics. They are UV resistant, crystal clear, they are stackable, they fit in your regular long and short boxes. They fully encapsulate your comics with a flip top hinge that allows you to access your comics anytime you want. They'll even fit with the bag and board in the sleeve. It is really, really cool. They have this great little eye hook. I have some hanging up back there. I have some over there on display. Because sometimes you just want to display your cool comics without having to send them out to CGC and waiting and spending a fortune on getting them graded. This stuff works great. I really, really love them. You can even have like a dedicated label inside of them. They're super awesome. So our sponsor for this episode of So You Want to Be a Geek is Comics Capsule. Do you like hot sauce? I know I do. Well, one of our sponsors for this week's episode is Jablo Hot Sauce. They are a family-owned, locally produced, amazing Filipino hot sauce that was recently featured on Hot Ones. You're going to love it. You can put it on everything from hummus to meats to vegetables, whatever you think of. They are a great company, family-owned, and locally produced Filipino hot sauce. If you want to find out where the punch is, check out Jablo Hot Sauce.